Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
We're all here. How's everyone doing on this fine Wednesday?
It's not so fine. It's a miserable rainy day.
How's everyone doing on this miserable Wednesday? Yes, I like rain. You know, I once sat in the rain. I remember it like it was yesterday, because it was yesterday. I remember what I thought. I believe I said to myself, I'm sitting in the rain. Do your stories ever go anywhere? No, because their story said they don't seem to locomote themselves. It's negative 27 degrees Celsius.
That's pretty cold.
Hold on. What is negative 27 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
It's cold.
Negative 16.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, okay.
It's very cold. Goodness gracious.
That is insane.
You'd never get me out of the house.
I remember when I was up in Buffalo. I was around during the cold. Remember that cold?
It was
snap?
really cold, yeah.
That was when Niagara Falls just froze over. If you guys don't know about that, look it up. In I think let's see, I was 19, so that would have been
A long time ago.
Yeah, 2014. Yeah, if you don't know this, look it up. There was a massive cold snap. Yeah, it was 2014, 2013. There are these amazing pictures of Niagara Falls being frozen over.
Yeah,
it's insanity.
It was cold.
But yeah, also, something I forgot to do. Also, Gwyn Graves is here. And also, Manic Pixie Life Coach. Both who have, are very, very great people. And also other people who are also great people. Gwyn Graves, streams. Manic Pixie Life Coach also streams. So let me, give you both a shout out. And also,
you are not mediocre.
It's called self-degradation.
Whatever.
I forget the word.
But you're not mediocre. Don't feel bad. Today I was invisible. So.
And one more thing. Before I forget, I have a Discord. Please check it out. Please join. You'll hear all about my streams and also my watch-alongs. Okay, we have been sitting here for,
few minutes.
Well, a few minutes.
Let's get the game started.
Yes. Let's get the game started. Let's Ace Attorney game. And, oh, I should probably go back to options and turn the sound back on. You ready?
Yeah, continuous.
Yep.
A.
Yep. Yep, Turnabout Sisters. Do you like Mia, Ma? Do you like Mia?
I do. There's nothing to dislike.
Yeah. I like Mia too. Cellular.
It says beep.
Yeah, that cellular is not a character.
Hello, this is Maya.
Yep, that's you.
Hey, Maya, it's me. So we have Maya and Mia?
Yep.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you, so what is it this time?
Tiny.
It's a clock.
Tiny. Sorry, just to interrupt. I'm crying. That is... I thought he was asking his mom if he likes it with an Italian accent. Do you like Mia?
A clock?
Yeah.
do it with an Italian accent. Yeah. It's
Mamma
made
Manzai, do you like Mamma Mia? I'm a Mario.
Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker.
Well, give
Tells
me a
people all
Mario's
the
voice
time.
now. Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker. Ready to tell
I do
you.
like Mamma Mia, Arthur. A lot, actually. I saw it live. And my daughter, who was, I think, 8, said to me from the audience, Mom, I don't think this is appropriate for me. I thought you'd like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing.
So Mia and Maya are sisters.
I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Oh, papers? Is that evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up?
Oh, that was a typo. They accidentally made Maya say one of Mia's
I'll
lines.
be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers.
Oh, okay.
I could really go for a good burger.
Before we continue, you asked me earlier what the heck I meant by Japanifornia.
Right.
So, Japanifornia. So this game originally came out in Japan.
Right.
It takes place in Japan.
It takes place in California.
Well, so when they localized it, they made it saying, oh, well, Americans aren't going to like it if it takes place in Japan, so we're going to make it take place in Los Angeles. But the problem is that there are so many things that don't make sense if it's not in Japan, but they really tried. So, for instance, Maya, in the Japanese version, really liked ramen.
Uh-huh.
But now it's burgers!
So they switched it to burgers because they thought Americans really like burgers.
Yeah.
Well, they do, it's true. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices.
Now, Miss Faye.
That's me.
Oh, sorry.
Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers.
I'm sorry, I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background?
I don't even know what that word means.
I don't think whoever's saying it knows either. Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Oh. My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay.
Is he gonna kill her? He killed her. Well, that's awful.
Yeah.
Red, white, blue.
Yeah, this is kind of a gut punch, Yeah, genuinely a major gut punch. You spent the whole first case getting attached to Mia. Yeah.
September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay and Co. Law offices.
Uh-oh. I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over so she would all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. So you can look around.
Or I can move.
Yeah. I smell blood and that can't be good. Have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. So you can move the cursor around to look at things.
This thing.
And it'll turn yellow when there's something you could look at. This one.
Oh.
But right now, there's nothing to really look at because you smell blood.
Right, so we want to go someplace now.
B. B for back. That smell. Blood.
Sis!
Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief!
Poor kid.
Who are you? Poor Mia.
The strange girl dropped cold.
The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Tiny Move, asked, how did the statue come into her possession again?
Good question.
Remember, Larry, at the end of the first case, gave a second one as a gift to, Mia.
Oh, that's right.
So it's not the same statue. It's a different one.
Until finally she was cold.
Yeah. I think I did a bad again. A lot of bads. Chief. So, what is the first thing you do when you find a dead body?
You look at it.
I mean, you're not a detective. I mean, you can look at it, and that's what you should do, but...
Call the police.
That girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here.
Maya. Maya Fay. Maya
The first thing I do when I find a dead body is, wait a second, nice try. Yeah. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened?
I came in, the room was dark, and sis.
So she was already dead. So you're the chief's...
Sister, I'm her younger sister.
And you were there here visiting? This late at night?
Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker.
Not much else we can learn right now, so let's examine. Let's examine the body.
How do I examine?
Also, I made it bigger so you can see what you can do.
No, I see that, but if I hit the B back...
Yeah. You can...
I see what you mean. Okay.
Right. So you can look around.
There's really nothing to look at here.
I mean, you can look at it still. If it turns yellow, you can look at it. If it's yellow, you can look at it. If it's black, there's
No
nothing
clues
there.
here. Right, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
So now what?
A, but it, like, scroll over the desk, for example.
Uh-huh.
See it turned yellow?
Ah.
So you can look at that and Phoenix will have something to
Is that
say.
A or B?
Hey, War Bandit Hades!
The reception desk. I usually sit here. That doesn't help.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not everything will have help, but it's good to look at things anyway.
Okay.
Give me a moment. War Bandit Hades is another streamer. Thanks for stopping by. Also, I don't know how I feel about the name Kid Bonsai.
He's still my kid. You're good.
You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. But if there's nothing of note, you can always move back to the body. Also, this...
I think you should examine this thing. Look at it. Because look, look, you got the...
Yeah.
The plant's tilted over, which is fine. There's a book there that's open.
Saying Coat Ledger book. Everything is written in the Chief's ultra neat handwriting.
It's not gonna help me.
Small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Nothing of note there.
The chair.
Might as well look at everything you can. Hey, Astone!
Perfectly normal office desk. Okay, that doesn't help me.
Perfectly normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff on clients use, but keep your own stuff simple.
Where's the body? I want to get back to the body.
Well, there's still some other stuff, like we gotta call the police, for instance.
That's true. We should call the police. A or B?
A.
What are your options?
I mean, how do you call a police officer?
Use the phone.
Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing.
That's weird.
Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. That's you.
Police, police, please come quick.
Oh, what was that? I say this is you. I don't know if I want you voicing this character, but...
Someone screaming.
Someone screamed from the window. She's staring right at me.
She's holding a phone.
Phone in her hand. Alright, so to look at the body, look at the bottom, you see a new option. You see back, options, court record, and slide.
So I need to go to options?
Well, no, options is just for, like, game stuff.
Slide is what I want to do, right?
So what button is that?
I have no idea.
It says right there.
Oh, left.
Yep.
Ah, okay. So let's look at the body now.
To be fair, in DBZ, Kid Boo was a terrifying kid. Okay, controversial statement, I think DBZ is a bit overrated. Chief. I enjoyed it for what it was, it just... Namek is gonna explode in 30 minutes. Just to clarify, there was a moment in that show where a planet was supposed to explode in 30 minutes. And for that to happen, it took, I think, 6 20-minute episodes.
Oh, that's a very long time.
Yes.
It's your turn. It's hard seeing her like
It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon.
I think is added to the court record.
There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Wait a second. Maya! Was Mia trying to tell us something about that girl? I think I'd better show her this receipt. Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Yeah. So, is it okay for someone who discovered a body to snoop around?
Absolutely not.
As a lawyer, would you recommend someone do this?
Very bad idea.
So what would happen if someone were to do this?
You wrecking the whole crime scene.
But what if you're a defense attorney?
Well, you're ruining the whole crime scene. He's a defense attorney, but it's not his client. His friend is dead. He's not his client right now, so, I mean, he shouldn't be doing that at all. It makes no sense.
So what kind of punishment would happen?
Well, no, that's the problem. I don't know. You know?
I think that's enough scooping around for now. What, you don't know? Like, what is the usual punishment?
Well, there's not really a punishment associated with this. I mean, it screws
Disturbing
up
the
this
crime
scene.
scene?
Well, I mean, there's obstruction. It could be considered that, but, you know, that's not a big deal in the world of, you know, that's the thing.
In this world, or?
No, I
Or
mean,
is obstruction? What do you mean? Obstruction is not a big deal?
well, it's not a huge, large, particularly high-level crime. No, it's not. It's not a good idea, but it's not a particularly high-level crime.
How ironic, this became a murder weapon again.
This is the glass he
Yeah.
found, right?
Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remnants of the black light stand.
So that's the glass he found.
Well, you heard what he said.
What?
Only one thing to do now. I guess, to be fair, how often do lawyers arrive at the crime scene before the cops, unless they did the crime?
Very true.
Yeah.
But it was a law office, so in theory, anyway, it was his office. That's why he got there first. And usually, of course, the first person who gets there is the first person you suspect.
Simple functional design is the first pretty good... Well...
So what are we doing now? We're moving forward, right?
Yeah, I mean, he said one thing we should do.
What?
You remember what he said about the receipt?
Yeah, oh, we should take it. I thought we had it, right?
And we should show it to, Maya. You saw this. Let me, real quick, actually.
Show her the receipt?
Yeah, so now we should show her the receipt. Obstruction not being seen as a big crime is a huge surprise to me, says, Aviva.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, obviously the worse it is, but it's not like a really, you know, particularly, high-level crime.
So we can show her the attorney's badge, which...
Nah, this is... Okay. Okay, how do I do this with this thing?
says on the screen.
Oh, it was the Y. Oh, the Y button.
Yes.
Sorry.
I guess the worst is if you're innocent, you mess up the evidence that would show you're innocent. Says Halftone.
Well, that's true. That's why you don't want to mess up a crime scene. That's absolutely true. But messing up the crime scene.
But my question is, and by the way, this is just a question. I'm not suggesting anyone watching the stream does this, but if you're guilty of a crime, if that's the case, why wouldn't you obstruct justice as much as you can if it's not a big crime?
Well, I mean, you might, and people do. I mean, there's no doubt they do, but it's not. I mean, it's not as easy as I guess they sometimes make it out to be, right? I mean, you know, you'd have to like mess things up. I was watching a Dateline the other day, and that was the whole conversation. Because the husband found the body, and he covered her up. She was found without any clothes on, and so he covered up her. They said, oh my God, he messed up the crime scene because he found her.
Please just calm down.
Why would this write my name?
Uh-oh, now I've done it. Is it really messing with the crime scene if you're the criminal? That's more than just covering your tracks.
That's true. I mean, it becomes more complicated if you actually did it and you're doing it intentionally to prevent them from finding something. I mean, what do you think criminals do? They do try to cover up the crime scene, right? Yeah. They wipe down the fingerprints. They try to get their DNA off things, you know.
If it's a minor crime, the obstruction charge seems like an unnecessary risk.
True. That's very true. It is. If it's murder, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Freeze! Police!
Does he not look like a typical cop?
Alright. I mean, look at his name. His name is Dick Gumshoe.
They made it up. Yes.
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe, what an odd name.
Gumshoe, what? We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw. Let me try that again. They got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been the woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch.
Great, just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me? This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in their own blood, see? With a dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer? I'm not.
Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, man.
What? They're gonna charge poor Maya with this crime.
I mean, her name was written in blood.
I know, but jeez.
Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot.
That's cops jumping to conclusions.
Arthur says, I'm picturing a huge tarp labeled definitely not evidence whenever Monsai Mom says cover of the evidence.
It is sad that Mia's gone.
Yeah.
I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till the morning. That's Phoenix.
Yep. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. I love Mia, and I feel bad. I really like her.
Well, it is very sad.
And it's even sadder, because her sister's accused.
It's very sad.
Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh!
Oh, that's you.
It's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney? Well, of course he's going to say yes, because that's what the stupid show is, the game says, right?
First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up.
Really?
Well, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now.
Well, she's probably a little concerned. He's had a little conflict of interest here.
What's wrong? You don't think I can do it?
No one could. Would you believe me? Even you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it.
And everybody, Larry dies indirectly by his hand, the made statues. I like the idea that Larry just gives out cursed statues that people die.
It's okay, I understand. And I also heard about you. Uh-oh.
Heard about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius.
Yeah, he sure is a genius. I remember in court, he forgot the victim's name. A true genius.
One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
What you said!
Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait, give him 3 more years. Yeah, my point too. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Exactly what you said!
That's what she said.
Oh! No, that doesn't work.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
Maya, that was a terrible that's what she said joke. You gotta do it to an innuendo. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia...
I know. I think you want to keep talking.
Hey. Could you tell me about the murder? Day of the murder? Yes.
Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker.
The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
I'm right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it.
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those
Okay,
things.
so I didn't really make a lot of phone calls back in the day, but did phones just by default record every single conversation?
Definitely not.
Also, you might want to talk about Maya, too. Ask her who she is.
Is that Y or A?
A. A is usually select things. There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes.
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear.
Acolytes.
Acolytes.
Do you know what an acolyte is?
Not a clue. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training.
A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange.
That's pretty funny.
Funny? Oh, you're very curious about that.
Well, I wanted to explain it to me.
So you're an acolyte, or a medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
Man, isn't this just like a courtroom?
Well, they're not. They're yet in the courtroom right now.
Oh, that's true.
They're sitting in the jail while she's talking about it.
Wait,
What?
so what are people going to say Maya's motives for killing her sister? Evidence of no hamburgers? So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that.
Yes, in training.
Well, you can't contact Mia's spirit then?
Exactly my thought, by the way.
We could just ask her who killed her.
That's exactly what my thought was. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. So here's my question.
What?
Something I literally just thought of now.
What?
So Maya, if we are to believe that spirit mediums are real, which...
Whatever.
If Maya doesn't have enough training, it implies that there are other spirit mediums who do have enough training. So you could just go and find a spirit medium and solve all the murders.
Go find the person who's teaching her, and then they'll tell them how it is.
So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Right. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Yeah, of course they'd take away your cell phone.
They would have.
Oh, right, of course. Next time we see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
Oh, yeah, he's just gonna give it to you. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. I'm sorry, but the spirit medium is on another mountain. That's a reference to Super Mario Brothers! Is something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor?
Go ahead.
This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave this to me a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. Now that makes sense, call that guy. Well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
I love Maya so much. I want to give her a hug. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. They arrest her and do the trial the very next day.
Welcome to the world of Ace Attorney!
What? Tomorrow? That's your
What?
line.
Tomorrow?
It's the same line I had, His line is my line. Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. He told her he was going to represent her.
When will that happen?
They're going to give me until 4 this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Also, day of the crime isn't checked, so...
So we should find out about that.
Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last 4 hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
The finger clock... Oh, we saw this already, didn't we? It practically qualifies as serial murder by now. So then when did you arrive at the office?
It was right about 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Well...
Now we go forward. How do we go forward?
What is the back button?
What?
So to go back, you press...
So what? I'm moving now?
I mean, not much else you could do here.
Oh, that's I can go to Grossberg's. That's got to be the attorney, Grossberg.
Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later.
Let's go. Back to the detention center.
Hey!
Hey,
Oh,
that
that's
was
you.
my line. What is it? Did you meet the lawyer?
Sorry. Haven't seen him yet.
I see.
I better see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Yeah, not much else you can do here.
No. Go back to Grossberg's?
I mean, he's not there. You might as well go. There's only one other place to go.
Where else is there to go? Back to the Fanco offices?
The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. I'm sorry, don't I know you from somewhere?
Oh, he's really quick.
Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Gumshoe suede... You get some pretty fun answers if you say suede shoes. I believe he says it's like, that's right, Don't step on my blue suede shoes. Wait a second, that's a song. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Ew, he thinks I'm Myra's lawyer. So you can first look around if you want. There's a poster in the back if you want to look at it. There's a few things to look at, actually, if you want.
I don't think.
I mean, there's a plant.
Plant's not necessary.
An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Nothing important, but just fun things to look at if you wanna. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember had this bizarre name that no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal! Who was that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do we get back to where we were?
B. You could one thing that's a running joke in this series.
What?
First thing you should do, a running joke in the series, present your attorney's badge to everyone you meet.
No, it's boring. That's boring.
It's a running joke, trust me. It becomes a semi-plot point later.
Present.
Yeah. Oh, I guess, never mind. But... Alright, never mind.
Now let's talk to him.
Yeah.
Which is A.
About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all.
By the way, autopsy reports are never done in like an hour.
No, this was done in like 12 hours. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. So what do you think of that?
Well, how does he know Edward, I guess is my question.
Oh, he probably has a reputation.
I guess. I don't know. Well, we did everybody. We talked to everybody.
Yep.
So, doesn't he need to ask him for the recording at some point?
Yep. So how do you think we should do that?
Well, Maya.
Well, but that's already checked.
Well, Mia's there.
Yeah, so if it's checked, that means that's done.
So where do we go? How do we go forward?
There are a limited amount of things you can do. I'm going to see if you can figure out what to do. You can move, present, examine.
No, I don't want to do that.
Anything you could maybe present to him that would help?
I don't know what. Wait, back.
You looked at the plant again.
Okay, back. Wait.
Yeah. 1 hour forensics right next to 1 hour photos.
Exactly. It's crazy. So, okay, so I'm going to present what?
Yeah.
Present?
Yeah.
That's the Y button? Yes?
A to press.
A to press, then Y. And then it's... this one.
I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. You think you could give it back?
sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me.
I think she tells him straight.
If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it back to me.
Something the matter?
Oh, no, it's just, detective.
So that's... What is that again? B?
Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. Cell phone holds a little girl's spiciest and sweetest secrets.
You're trying to confuse me.
Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective.
Uh-huh. Oh, you can have the phone back.
There weren't any suspicious call records in there, after all.
Brilliant detective here.
Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation.
My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe.
How do you feel about that?
Well, he needs to see it for sure.
He-
Check the court record.
Is it wise for a detective to give the lawyer? First of all,
It's
Phoenix is not the lawyer.
Right, we don't even know. Well, he says he is. He told him he was.
Whoops.
You all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Oh, he spoke to her.
Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her.
But I really want to hear the recording.
The witness?
No, I want to hear the recording.
Well,
Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already, then?
Huh, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room during the trial.
Until the trial.
So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to get a detective to leak information.
You got that right, pal.
Time to pay a visit to Miss May. With some evidence, you can check it in detail.
Well, I want to hear the tape recorder.
Well,
There it is. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to read. Again, what is it this time? So we heard this.
yeah, this was the opening.
Oh, so we heard this whole conversation.
But now we have it again. Might be important evidence for later.
Yeah. Okay.
We have Maya and Mia.
Okay. So now we're going to go just talk to this chickie.
Yeah.
So how do we do that? Back to A or B. So we're gonna move. We're going to the Gatewater Hotel. Okay.
Get it? Do you get it? Gatewater?
Gatewater, yes, yes, yes.
Okay, oh boy,
Well,
here we
hello
go.
there, handsome.
Oh boy, here we go. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? Detective told me. He said don't say nothing to that lawyer pal. Hee. Oh, God.
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I can hardly contain myself. God. Oh, let me freshen up so I can look the part of a beautiful eyewitness. Oh, just a little sexy.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one.
That's what I want to see.
There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Yeah. Hey!
Mantai Mom is legit doing a great voice for that gal.
What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. Ay, ay, ay. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now.
Oy, oy, oy.
You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer.
I want to look inside the drawer.
I mean, it's going to be a lot harder now that she's there, but you could give it a go. What's inside, I wonder?
Cough, cough.
Maybe later.
How do I examine? Oh,
The late summer sunlight streams through the window.
That's not what I want.
There's the Fay and Co. law office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though.
I want to. There's two.
Oh, there we go. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movie. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. For those of you in chat, I just want you to know I am slowly imploding. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about it? Pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just, who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here!
Tee-hee.
What, you hate that she's good at the voice? God. No! Yes, I'm jealous of her voice acting skills. That's exactly why I'm imploding. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do?
Wow. No, Tee-hee. You had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, okay? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Yeah, you know what?
Oh boy. I always pictured her with like a Long Island voice. Like
that's how you pictured her?
Yeah. Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. So she wasn't any help at all.
Let's go back to detention somehow.
Well, we can show her the cell phone. Oh, family. What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know? So she could still be alive.
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. And also, I had to become an independent or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So who was this man who ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? I guess people do use spirit mediums to solve murders.
Police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had been carried out in secret, of course, but the man found out about it and linked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time.
How did Phoenix not hear him? I guess it was 15 years ago. He was probably like 8. But still.
My mother became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White?
Excuse me? White?
That was his name, my sister told me.
White?
Okay, so we're done with all that. So now what am I doing? Hey,
Back.
so we gotta move.
Also, you want to show her the cell phone?
Well, I guess, but I don't think it's gonna help.
Yeah, but for her sake, she wanted to hear her sister's voice. Sometimes kindness is important over progress.
I did the wrong thing. What's that? Oh, that's why.
Hey, I got your cell phone back.
Oh, say. Can I listen to my sister's voice?
Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks.
Thank you.
I think that was worth it.
Maybe.
Uh,
I guess it's time to get out of there.
yeah.
Go back to the office.
Nothing's changed here.
Yeah, but what are we doing? How do we get out of here? If we move again, there's no place
Might
to
as
go
well.
back to
Yeah.
Grossberg.
Might as well. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out.
He's been out.
Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back.
Could do that.
Ahem, finally, it's my turn.
If that was the most overtop clearing of the throat.
Aha, so you're the one they say has been looking for me?
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar?
He looks like your little guy there.
He looks like me. Oh, my goodness, is that my father? No, my father was an owl, we established this. But perhaps he's my father from another dimension.
So you're a lawyer now.
Yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
Not busy, then how come no one could get in touch with you?
My point exactly.
Something the matter? You came to see the only one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fay.
Ah, yes, my affair. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Ha-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him.
Yeah, that's fishy.
What do I tell Maya? I mean, you might as well talk to him first.
Oh, you think?
How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
You see, it's just I'm busy, you see.
He just said he wasn't busy.
But the client is Mia Fay's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fay?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one.
I'm throughout the painting.
That's quite a painting.
Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
I'm not buying! Jeez. So my question is for you, Ma.
Yes.
Can a lawyer make this much money to have, I mean, it's hard to tell, but a $3 million
Some lawyers do make that much money. Only your mother didn't make that much money. Some lawyers do. I know lawyers that make a lot of money. They can make. I actually saw a bill for a lawyer in the office today.
Yeah?
He was billing somebody $100,000. Bill.
Just a bill?
It was just the bill. I almost fell over when I saw the bill.
Oh. Today?
Yeah, today when I was in the office.
Do you know what the case was? Are you allowed to say what the case was about?
Well, it had to do with like building and development and stuff, so I'm sure that's what it was about.
Oh.
But I'm like, $100,000 legal fee is a lot of money.
The Kardashians started out pretty well. Robert earned good money.
He sure did. Oh, no, you can make a lot of money. People who do personal injury can make a lot of money. I mean, think about it. In like the people that like,
Oh, is that how personal injury lawyers always have those big billboards and they're like, I'm Steve the Hammer. I will crush your opponent and get you the money you want.
Right, because they
Steve the Hammer.
They get a third of it. Most of the personal injury attorneys in the United States, you take take a third of whatever your client gets. So if you recover like $3 million, you get $1 million.
Wow.
So.
By the way, do you know those commercials I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the Steve the Hammer.
Yeah.
It's always the hammer. It's never like the screwdriver or the sledgehammer.
No, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Jim the Hammer of Shapiro.
Yeah, I mean, personal injury attorneys can make a whole lot of money. There's no doubt about it.
Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened?
She's smart enough to know that was a dumb thing to say. You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home?
We wouldn't have a story if we got home.
Yeah, but, you know, we got laundry to do. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or Phoenix, that's not how that works. She needs to want you to defend her.
Why?
Why? Well... no one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago.
Oh, poor Phoenix.
Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one to get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? No, I'm very, very guilty. I got you. Now you're my lawyer. Haha, tricked you.
And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer?
They're bugging me too.
It was when I tried to look in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me, you are?
I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do
Do you know where Miss May might be?
I believe Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Not the best bellboy anybody ever saw.
Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Exactly.
Jim the Hammer Bellboy.
I almost forgot.
You know what? I don't think he ever gets a canonical name, so now he's Jim the Hammer Bellboy.
I'd ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. Wright of Blue Corp phoned.
Jeez.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
Phoenix, it was only a couple minutes ago through the door. White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence?
No. Examine. Is that A?
There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. Okay, so
yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
I know the answer to this, but this is kind of the main argument of like, okay, the legal system is kind of screwed up.
Yeah.
Can you break into someone's hotel room without their knowledge, find something, and then present it in a court of law?
Well, see, it's sort of interesting. So this is where, like, it gets really funky.
Right.
The government can't do that, but a private individual could.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I mean, they could be in trouble for it, but the evidence would still be admissible in court. The government can't do that because we have protections under the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. But a private individual can, sure.
Because everyone uses this as an example of like weird. I'll get to this woman's. Phoenix, stop being a pervert for a second. We're having a legal discussion. No, because everyone points this out as like, hey, this is against. Like, this is insane. You can't get. I mean, obviously, discovery. You would, if you're a lawyer.
Well, you have to share with the other side in some cases, but the thing is that the defense doesn't have to share a whole lot. It's only the prosecutor that has to share in discovery. In regular civil cases, obviously, it's between the two parties and they both have to share. But in a criminal case, the defendant doesn't have to share anything. All they have to do is tell you who they're calling as witnesses. They don't have to share information that they have. The discovery burden is really on the side of the prosecutor. Because it's the government. We're trying to get protected against the government.
How did April May not hear any of this? Is the bathroom soundproof, or does this room not have a bathroom? It was common 20 years ago for computer repair shops to find illegal porn on machines they fixed and reported to police. No warrant required for private.
Correct. Exactly right, Halftone. That's correct. A private citizen can do it. Because the whole concept is that the government can't. Before the amendment says we as citizens are to be free from illegal searches and seizures or unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. But if a private individual does it, perfectly okay.
So Phoenix can just do this?
Well, I mean, technically he's guilty of stealing something, larceny, right? But it's still admissible. I mean, technically, you
What
walked
do you-
into somebody's space, you took something from that doesn't belong to you. That's technically stealing, but it's perfectly okay. I mean, it's okay to submit.
But
to
would he have to show this to Edgeworth?
No,
No?
no, because the defense doesn't have to do discovery. That's in New York, in the United States. Whether it's true in Japan, I don't know.
Oh, that's
Oh,
you.
bellboy's still there.
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing you with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued.
Okay, is this a good time to take a break?
If you want to stop for today.
What time? How long?
It's been about
I
an
think
hour
we're-
and 15 minutes.
I think we should take a break. Is that okay with you guys? Go come back next
I mean,
week.
it's up to us. It is our stream.
Well, no. I think we'll take a break. That's okay. I have to go to court. I have to go to work.
You have to go to court? Oh,
I
God.
had to go to court this morning, and I'm really tired. Okay, save my progress. So the answer is yes.
Yes.
Which button?
Come on. You got this.
A. Ah, good. Okay.
And then choose the slot to save in, which is the first one.
I should just say
Yeah.
A again?
Yeah.
Okay. Overwrite data?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And now we're at the trial, but
We'll do the trial next week. That's cool. I'm tired. So you guys, I like listening to you guys.
it's a longish game, so take all the breaks you want. Oh,
It's
God.
really nice listening to you guys be part of this, so thanks.
Oh, wait till we get to case 5. It's that one's gonna take I say a few months.
Well, time to go. Good. You guys talk. I'm gonna go. Good night,
All-
everybody.
All right, with that, yeah, right. That's what makes streaming a lot of fun. Have fun. So, with that, let's wrap up.
I'm a judge again.
And let me put on the music. There it is. While we find someone to raid. Raid Shadow Legends. Let's see who's on Twitch. Let's see who's on right now. We'll do Admin Dip Dip again. He's still playing some Chrono Trigger. We'll say hello. Raid. Oh, and yeah, we're streaming I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I will post this again real quick before I head out. If I can do this. Join, check the rules, fill out the things. You need to use CarlBot to see the other channels, but join. We got a watch along tomorrow. I'll be holding it in my server, so if you want to join, please join my server. But yes, thanks for stopping by. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Thank you and have a good night. Court will now adjourn.